Hello and welcome to my.homecampus.com.sg. In this lesson, we'll learn subtraction with regrouping. Now, we'll know what regrouping means as we go further into the lesson. Okay. For now, let's read the question. Jason has 4,147 cards. Jordan has 2,237 cards. How many more cards has Jason than Jordan? Okay, let's try to understand this question using a model diagram. Okay, so if this unit here represents the number of cards that Jason has, then that would be equal to 4,147. And let's suppose that this pink unit here represents the number of cards that Jordan has, and that would be 2,237. Now, how many more cards has Jason than Jordan? Well, that would be the difference between the two units. And that in our case is shown by the dark red unit here. Okay, and we have to find that out. So all we need to do is subtract 2,237 from 4,147. But how do we actually carry out the subtraction? Well, let's see. Okay, on the right side of the screen, as usual, I'm going to do the working. And in the middle of the screen, we will see how the subtraction actually happens using a very visual place value chart. So let's put our bigger number, which is 4,147, into this place value chart. So there are 4,100, 4 tens and 7 ones. Now the first step to subtraction is subtract the ones. We have 7 ones, and from that we will subtract all the 7 ones. So obviously we have nothing left. Okay, so we do 7 ones minus 7 ones, and that gives us 0 ones. Okay, that's easy so far. Let's go to the second step. The second step is to subtract the tens. We have 4 tens, out of which we will subtract 3 tens. If you look at the working here, we have 4 tens, we will subtract 3 tens. So what we have left then? Well, we have 1 10 left, right? 4 tens minus 3 tens gives us 1 10. The third step is to subtract the hundreds. We have 100 and we will subtract 2 hundreds from there. Well, that's obviously not possible. You can't subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. So what do we do then? Well, what we do then is we regroup the thousands. So we regroup the 4,000s over here. We take one of these blocks and we break them up into hundreds, because we know that 1,000 is equal to 10 hundreds. So that's what we do. We take one of the thousands, we break that up into 10 hundreds. Okay, now what we have? Well, we have now 11 hundreds, and in the thousands we have 3,000s. Okay, so what did we do so far? Let's look at the working here. We had 4,000s. We borrowed one of the thousands and put that in the hundreds. So we got 11 hundreds altogether. So 4,000s and 100, which is what we had originally, we broke that up or regroup that into 3,000s and 11 hundreds. Okay, how do you get 11 hundreds? Well, 10 hundreds from one of the thousands block and 100 that was already there. Okay, so 11 hundreds. Now it's fairly straightforward. We can subtract 2 hundreds from 11 hundreds, and what do we have left? Well, we have 9 hundreds left. So that's done. Now next we subtract the thousands. Well, what do we have in the thousands? Well, we have 3 thousands, 1, 2 and 3, and we need to subtract 2 thousands from there. So that's fairly straightforward. 3 thousands minus 2 thousands gives us 1,000. Okay, so 4,147 minus 2,237 gives us 1,910. Alright, so Jason has 1,910 more cards than Jordan. Let's summarize our steps here. First of all, we subtract the ones. 7 minus 7 is 0. Then we subtract the tens. 4 tens minus 3 tens is 110. Next, we go on to the hundreds. Since we cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number, we borrow from the next higher place. Okay, so in this case, we regroup the thousands into hundreds. Okay, so 4,000s becomes 3,000s and 10 hundreds. So our hundreds column now has 11 hundreds. From that, we subtract 2 hundreds and we get 9 hundreds. Finally, we go to the thousands. We have 3 thousands left and we subtract 2,000 from that and we get 1,000. So Jason has 1,910 more cards than Jordan. Alright, that's the end of this lesson. For more such questions, practice exercises and worksheets, visit my.homecampus.com.sg. This is Em signing off for now. Bye-bye.